Hello again, it's me and my awesome bunny beacon face and flower pot. But it's not as same as awesome cat. Sadly I can't recreate this with the current stuff, but maybe in full game there's gonna be all the stuff needed to create awesome cat. I hope. Because without awesome cat I'm not ShadowriverUB, right? So let's play my second level that I just actually published it, and as you can see not much people play it. But this is interesting. It does have two color badge. Oh, it's actually mean because this is team level, so this is team versus badge. This is interesting. This is cool. I didn't notice that yet. But yeah, there's two different colors you can see on the badge. It means it's a team versus level. I hope something like that gonna be implemented in Platformer 1. But yeah, this is Sackball. Sackball, it's kind of incomplete level. But let's play it. It doesn't have AI because it's kind of rich arena level. It got rich logic, as you can see. It got custom HUD, it got boost. Yeah, this is custom HUD. And this is soccer match. It doesn't have AI, so we will play like that. And it's actually buggy with multiplayer. It's actually incomplete buggy. And the most attractive part of it is their scoreboard thing. Yeah, this is custom HUD. And actually, this is you can't do that normally. I mean, this is logic. I'm gonna show you on a create mode soon. And it's kind of complex, but you can make scoreboards like that with the keystone. It's a little tricky, but you can do stuff like that with the custom HUD. Also, as you can see, this timer over here, it's actually also custom HUD. It is notice that it stops when you shoot the goal. See that? It stops because I control it with logic. I'm gonna make whole tutorial tomorrow of stuff because I think this is one of the awesome things implemented in the game. It's something that I think next platforming Little Big Planet should have, because it's actually allowed to do stuff without using hollows that other players see. And actually, you can actually make player for each player same bar. Yeah, this bar is also. And you can see when with more advanced logic also you can make messages like that, controlling the signal, like boost depleted, right? And as you can see, when I press, it informs that depleted the boost. And when it's recharged, it will show full. Yeah, boost full. See, this is also custom HUD. It allows things like that. This is, yeah. And as you can see, there's also resetting users. Ah, boom. So yeah, you can make team plays. This is normal because you got 8 players, so dividing 8 players to the teams is not that bad. So yeah, this is soccer game, so it's about shooting goals. And you got power-ups that defend you for defense. It's kind of buddy with multiplayer. Actually, I challenge. There's a lot of bugs, which makes things harder, and it actually doesn't work 100% right, and it's incomplete. Also, there's missing AI, but I believe using current gadgets that are available, I could do AI for this level, but there's not much left time for the beta because it's gonna end soon, so I kind of decided not to implement it. Maybe I will create better level recreation of this level after and full game. So other thing that is awesome in karting is fact that the sounds, they included sounds that are normally only used by the game code, like this clock. Remember this clock? This is actually real race clock from the Little Big Planet 2, and it's actually used in the time. In the lobby of the online, and you can normally use it without much issue. It's actually the sound, and also when you reset, you can hear the sound that you normally can't use in the game. Yeah, I like how United Front games get all out and gives you everything, unlike Media Molecule, which doesn't give you everything they got from these assets. You can hear that. This is also the checkpoint sound. It's also sound that you can use. So yeah, you can see Team Disco wins. And this is it. Team game. Cool. Yeah, the best thing of karting is you can use your custom battle modes. Make your own custom battle modes. Doesn't need to be, team deathmatch. It can be anything. I hope they could include also win from specific team, but yeah, you can simply give points to the winner and that's it. Okay, so let's go to create mode of it, and I'm gonna show you how this scoreboard works. I'm gonna explain it in detail when I'm gonna make HUD tutorial. I plan to make HUD tutorial because it's awesome, and I think people on the beta still don't use it too much. Maybe because they don't fully understand this. Because there's a tutorial, but it doesn't explain, completely. And also it's using analog signal concept, which is kind of not a lot of people actually are aware of analog signal. So that's the problem. So yeah, yeah, this is actually huge. The terrain is flat, and it actually all happens in object. I'm using, you know, Stadium, so I use these lamps over here, right? Okay, those are force fields. Actually, kind of works as detectors for out and goals. There's a lot of logic, and here's 3D logic mess. Yeah. So how I made scoreboard? It's actually using classical digit each selector counter. So you got ones, tens, right? And yeah, this is actually separate. It actually move, and yeah, so it's using this, and over here we got hot gadgets. Create is showing showing the numbers. As you can see, team 2 tens, 7, and for each digit. And this it actually works this way. It shows the number, right? And for a moment, when the selector updates, it locks it actually makes disappear, and it disables the microchip with the HUD tweakers, making number disappear, and then it shows with the new updated status. Because I will explain that later. HUD, when you display something and you update something, you change signal something else, you need to first disable signal on old thing and then send signal to new thing, because if you don't do that, it will keep displaying the old text of the text box. Yeah, I will explain this later. So yeah, so this is the, I think, most impressive logic I made in this beta. And it works. I'm actually proud of it. It works beautifully. This is not working sound and music because there's a bugs. I also have problem freaking, you know, ball. The text doesn't work right, but I got it solved. I needed to use special goal detection because of that. And you might wonder what this logic doing on checkpoint. It's because everything you place on checkpoints will be applied to player. So if you want reset something, right? Reset something, you need to place it on the checkpoint. So here's the reset gadget that will reset player when the signals is received. And also, I'm really happy of thresholders. They make things much more easier with the analog signal. And maybe this looks like not important in Little Big Planet 2, since you can use sequencers, but really this makes things a lot easier than sequencer. And I'm very happy that they implement this thresholder through. We don't need it completely, but it makes things much easier with the analog signal. Yeah, so yeah, I will leave this to tutorial that I'm gonna make. So this is it. This is the Sackball, the soccer game. I mean football game. But we don't use foot, so it's not so foot. And throw the goals. And it's not completely working, but whatever, it's beta ascending and I don't have time and I want to record this. So see ya guys, it's already 15 minutes.